How's everyone doing? Today. Rich with that face. You're killing me. How's everyone doing? How's the scent of the the scent of today? Oh, this thing is so high. Okay. So the shared office. I have to always come back and adjust the chair settings. Greetings, Affenlicht. Guten morning. No, what is it? Would be, I don't know what would be for you. What up, Mr. Duxer? Yes. Guess what I got today at Tim Hortons? Guess the contents of this beverage, hot beverage. The first one to guess gets a free sample of something. Hi, Moose. What is in this hot beverage? The first one to guess gets a sample of something. Fucking probably. Yes. It's pumpkin spice latte at Tim Hortons. Started early, y'all. Like it's just August 18, and they have pumpkin spice latte. Yes, I drove by and I saw it, and he knows me well. I don't know if I've talked about pumpkin spice latte. Probably I have in the past, but yes, he knows me well. He better be. He's my child, so it would be disappointing. I don't think Rich likes pumpkin spice or anything like that. That's special to this. Send Paroli a sample of pumpkin latte. Well, we have secured Paroli a bottle of masculine pluriel, the old juice, where everyone was like wishing me good luck finding it. And you know what? I encountered good luck and I found it. Although I was very tempted to get the bottle for myself, not him, but it goes to Pergoli. Yes. Sample of Eldo's like this would be fitting. Yes. You know what? I have to try that one again. I like my pumpkins a little bit sweet, like with a little bit of a chai note, and I think it kind of missed that in like this. But that was years and years ago. Like it's probably 4 years ago at this point that I have tried like this. My friend Charlene brought her bottle to work, and I tried a sample, and I tried that, and it was really nice. Sorry, I wasn't impressed back then. I felt it was a little bit vegetal pumpkin. Like my mom used to have pumpkin in the yard, and you know, you could make jam out of pumpkin, I think, and when you kind of like cut through it, it has that smell, like very real to the fruit. I guess pumpkin would be a fruit, but it's not sweet at all. So I felt like it wasn't my right up my alley, but I will try. And another thing that reminds me of pumpkin spice latte, but it has no notes of pumpkin, is the now I'm gonna forget. It's from Lush, and it's turmeric latte. I think turmeric latte, that one. So that's pretty nice. Anyways, yes, masculine pluriel. It's very nice in that vintage. Now I'm saying vintage. I don't know if it's vintage. It's not 20 years, but in that kind of the, that cap is different in that one, and the color of the juice, it could be either purple or gray, but the new one is the color of the juice is yellow, and apparently it's not the same. The vintage sample that Pergoli sent me, it was really nice, really nice barbershop, very clean, but my skin, like fougere, dies down a little bit, and it and turns out the other notes, the base notes, come in really in action, which I really like myself. So if I find another bottle for myself, I would get it. All right, somebody's texting me. Anyways, okay. So drop me your scent of the day. Tell me, let me know what you're wearing today. My first sip of pumpkin spice latte. Very good. I don't get whipped cream on my drinks. I don't like whipped cream on drinks. But it is very nice. Songe d'un bois d'été. Is that your scent of the day? Pergoli. Pergoli. The bottle is on the way to you. I think it was processed in Sherbrooke, so much done bought it last time I checked. A fellow Canuck, good morning from Ottawa. Good morning. I am a ex-fellow from people from Ottawa. What do we call them? Ottawan? I used to live in Ottawa for several years. I actually miss Ottawa. Yes, it arrived this morning. Yes. Awesome. Are you enjoying it? Drinking instant Timmy's. I'm the instant Timmy's. Oh, very nice. I've never had instant Timmy. Otters. I don't know how you say it. Ça va bien, et vous? Larzuz? Where are you located? I am in Manitoba. I have lived in Montreal and I have lived in Winnipeg, and I've lived in Ottawa, and now I'm in Winnipeg. So, scent of the day is a Guerlain Orange Soleil. It's so juicy. Ooh, is it hot where you are, Affenlicht? It's just so miserable. Like today, it's been raining quite a bit. Like I'm not a rain person. I don't enjoy rain, to be honest. Rain is very sad to me. I do get a lot of energy from sun. And it's kind of hard for me to live in a place like Vancouver where it would be just a lot of days rainy, or even London, like thinking about it depresses me. But yeah, it's been kind of rainy today, so not too hot. Okay, so yeah, that's a comfortable temperature. Yesterday I wore, because it was kind of cool, I ended up wearing my Coromandel body oil. Oh my God, that Coromandel body oil is so good. If y'all have a chance to get it. And it's very good, really, like enough oiliness. Like it's not like, you know, I put it after shower when the skin is a little bit moist. So it kind of captures that moisture, but it's not like oily. Like it kind of dries down quite fast in a way that you could put your clothes on and it's not going to get stain on them. But it's quite potent for what it is. I was wearing the oil on its own for a while, like maybe for a couple of hours, and I could smell it everywhere. I really didn't need to put on the Parfum and EDP later, but I ended up putting, you gave me the red card? Why are you giving me the red card? Then I end up putting the EDP on, and then added a little bit of a Parfum, and it was just like everywhere. It's like that, the sillage that comes with that is massive. Like certain people in my family are a little bit kind of nose blind to everything. Their senses are not as strong as me, and we had gone to visit family, and then as soon as I walked in, the person in question was like, smells so good. And it was just something else. I know the Coromandel oil is the best of the line. You know, I like Sycamore. I'm gonna say I like Sycamore oil. I have not tried 1957, but I like Sycamore oil. But to be honest, Coromandel, it's like something else. It's the first time ever also with the Coromandel that I have put on Coromandel with the body oil, this combo, and the ice. I truly smelled white chocolate that people talk about. This is the first time ever that I smelled it in this combination. Like I don't get the white chocolate. I usually, it's patchouli. But this time around in this combination, I was like, oh my God, like I do smell the white chocolate, but quality white chocolate, not the white chocolate that you get in bulk burn and, you know, it's nothing. So what's your channel mostly about? What are your hobbies? So my channel is, so basically I have been into fragrances majority of my life. I had kind of discovered niche world of fragrances in 2020, I want to say 2020, and then basically have now a giant collection of fragrances, mostly niche, mostly luxury designers actually, and some niche. My channel is not a professional YouTube reviewer channel. I'm not claiming that. I don't have education for it, or I don't claim to be. I have a really busy life, so I can't do a lot of like professional photo or video shoots. I do review fragrances that I have. I share my opinion about them. with my friends, frag friends who are online. So that we have a lot of regulars who come on my lives, and I connect with them in other lives. And then I have a lot of, you know, we make some new friends as it comes. Most of my subs are American fishermen, prospectors, and metal detectorists, coin collectors, and coin rollers. I don't have enough subs yet to monetize. Oh, interesting. Well, you know, that's a depends on your goal, right? Like, so I did monetize, like in that I can have super chat and I can have super thanks. I don't know if I can have super stickers. I don't know. I did that once you get to 500 subs, you could get that. Depends on your goal, like what you want your goal to be. Like if you want to your goal to be getting more subs and just grow your channel and just make a revenue stream or a side revenue or whatever, then you gotta have to kind of like see what algorithm, like YouTube algorithm is helps you, right, with certain things. Like with fragrance world is, I don't know what would work out for the world that you're mentioning, but for the fragrance world, if you pump out like top 10 fragrances, you constantly are talking about what do you call it, like the popular fragrances, or the ones that mass appealing, or the new, you know, you see them beat each other on new stuff that is coming, then your channel will get more views most likely, or like you use certain words. But if you're not, it's not going to be viewed as much, which is fine with me. I want my hobby. This is hobby, really. No YouTube channel is to 1,000. Most of my subs, I get my morning coffee on my balcony. Shorts but not long videos. Content, of course, is more important than numbers. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. And if it works, then it works, and it grows, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. This is a hobby for me, and connecting with my friends about my fragrances. Coin roller, they smoke coin joints. I don't know what a coin roller would be. I'm not sure, to be honest, what that is. Now, that was long-winded to get to the fragrance of the day. Here we have a ROJA BRITANNIA Parfum. So interestingly, up to this morning, I was not aware that this is not an EDP, eau de parfum. This is actually a parfum, which actually I came up, I was looking some stuff for it because I was looking for a description of the fragrance, or like the brand kind of description, and I realized it most likely has been discontinued, this fragrance, because I don't see it. Hi Jonathan, how are you? I don't see this fragrance on a lot of hi Mr. Calvin. I don't see this fragrance on a lot of like, I don't see it on ROJA website. Maybe I'm not getting it. I don't see it on it's out of stock in a lot of discounters that used to have them not that long ago, and I'm wondering if it has been discontinued. If somebody knows that, if this has been discontinued. I know there was a rumor about it being discontinued, but it seems like it is now. So and I didn't know that this was a parfum until this morning, which totally makes sense because the longevity sillage of this longevity is, you know, lasts a lot. It's not a projection like a monster, because it is parfum, but this sillage is really good and lasts all day. So I don't know what the concentration is on this fragrance. I don't know if they say anywhere what the concentration would be. I was looking really for the story of the fragrance. Hi Delise, how are you? If someone can find the concentration of the fragrance of this one, I have the box at home, but I don't know if the box is, you know, has the concentration in there. So a lot of people have allergy to colognes and perfumes. Too much on you can irritate people. Yeah, I mean, people have allergies to anything, to be honest. People have allergies to air these days. So, you know, this is my hobby. As long as I'm not wearing them where I'm gonna be choking them, then I think it's fine. How does it smell? So let's get to the smell. Let me actually talk about something else, because I found a description here which is kind of really nice. So always, I like for a long time, I thought this is very close to Guia Pen from Guerlain, and um, now I'm gonna lose my mind. Guia Pen from Guerlain, and there's another one that smells like this. I mean, that's the reformulation of this, basically, Wall de Terracotta, Wall d'été, and I think Royal Extract, Harrods exclusive Royal Extract, those are all Guerlain, are kind of the same fragrances. However, today as I put it on, and I didn't go really, I went heavy-handed with this fragrance, which I now regret since I found out it's discontinued. Um, I feel like there is a difference, and I can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna have to do a side-by-side testing of this. Like it differs to me in my memory. But in terms of the, let me just show you guys. Anyone think it's, all right, let me just see if I can find, hold on. So we have the green screen, and then we will put, so okay, no. Oh, turn it around, guys. Okay, so these are the notes. So you'd see the chords are powdery, warm, spicy, citrus, floral, vanilla, woody, and fruity and sweet, cacao, and iris. I don't recall cacao in Gouye Pen. I feel like that might be the difference that I felt this morning, that it actually came through, most likely because the kind of the weather is cool. And let me actually look up and see if Gouye Pen has cacao in it. I don't recall it, but it might. This morning, some notes like really shine when it's really cool, and this might be one of them that is. And I don't see cacao. Yeah, I don't see any cacao in Gouye Pen, so it might be that. Let me see, terracotta, Wall d'été, terracotta. I don't know if you write it that. Wall d'été. Terracotta, Wall d'été, if it's gonna come. Oh my God, the computer is so slow in here. And, all right. Terracotta, Wall d'été, okay. Oh, terracotta? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Terracotta Wall d'été is probably same as Combien d'été, not this one. Sorry, yikes. Yeah, so that's a Combien d'été, not this one. That's a number 25 or Combien d'été. This one, Gouye Pen, is same as, oh, Vol de Nuit Evasion. So this is same as Vol de Nuit Evasion. So terracotta, Gouye Pen is that. And I have Vol de Nuit Evasion. To me, Vol de Nuit Evasion or even Gouye Pen are a little bit less kind of complex scent. And when I'm looking at the notes, it shows, because there are much less notes or chords are in here than comparing to the Britannia. In terms of the notes, I'll show you the notes. Hold on, let's see if I can find. Here are the notes in this one. So there is citron, tangerine, mandarin. Now, where did I go? Mandarin, orange, bergamot, peach, heliotrope, violet, champaca, jasmine, rose de mai, cassia, and cacao, orris root, vanilla, ambergris, cinnamon, sandalwood, clove, musk, and patchouli and vetiver. So what did he say? I think this is a description I could find on the Kafkaesque blog. So something that feels familiar yet also unexpected. I think that's what he wanted to create. So reads one of ROJA Dove's official description for Britannia, and it's a somewhat accurate description. This is a fragrance which does indeed smell very familiar, thanks to the way it echoes at different points in time, everything from vintage L'Oregan, I don't know what that is, and vintage Loire Bleu, to modern gourmand floral orientals and modern spicy woods oriental ambers, including several from ROJA PARFUMS. For me, the unexpected part of the equation arises from the degree to which Britannia's first stage harkens back to the opulent vintage aesthetic, which has originally made ROJA Dove so incredibly popular, rather than the mainstream designer or Middle Eastern bouquets, which have characterized so many of his recent releases over the last 2.5 years. I don't know what year that was in there. So Britannia is an extrait de parfum that was released in 2016. Let me emphasize again, that's a pure parfum, because one of the two retailers have erroneously listed as eau de parfum on their website. So I did not know this. This is very, like, this is news to me. Let me just change. You would turn around. I will be here. Maybe L'Oregon, maybe Cody. Yeah, maybe. It's possible that would be Cody. Hold on. Let's do no green screen. What else is here? So in terms of his description is, I wanted to create a very self-assured scent, something that feels familiar yet so unexpected, that sense of quality that you can't quite put your fingers on. Absolutely, that is very correct, as I believe that is what the British are like. A lively blend of cinnamon and clove is underscored by the warmth of patchouli, vetiver, and sandalwood on a soft, sensual base of vanilla, cacao, orris, ambergris, and musk, which a rich bouquet of rose, jasmine, champaca, heliotrope, cassie, and violet is further sweetened by fruity peach, the whole freshened by citrus medley of bergamot, mandarin, tangerine, and rare cedra. So it is very, very interesting scent. It's one of my favorites from ROJA fragrances. I don't know why it's called Britannia. Now I know the Great Britain was called Great Britain because he was asked to do a fragrance for UK that represents UK, but I don't know what the doesn't it say parfum on the plaque on the front of the bottle? RN, like, yes it does. Yes it does. It says parfum here. Parfum. You see parfum? You're gonna see my phone, but you see parfum. Yes, it does. But my friend, you are aware that my conditions. One of them would be not paying attention to certain things. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna sit a little bit more comfortably. Like up here. Okay. One of them being that I do not sometimes pay attention to like details like that, and I had not seen it up until today. So what does it smell to me? When I first put it on, I do get that vintage feeling, and I think it comes from, to me, it smells like aldehydes, and the aldehyde is most likely aldehyde C14 that's used to make the peach accord. And this peach accord is very similar to Guerlain's peach accord, which is you have seen in Goya Pan, you have seen in Mitsuko, you have seen in lots of fragrances from Guerlain that has that peach accord, except the new Peche Mirage. I'm not going to go into Peche Mirage brand of mine, but it is very familiar to that peach accord with C14. It's quite there. It is, I think it would be vintage smelling if you smell it for the first time, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I smell. And then there's a powder bomb. Hi Bubush, how are you? So what I smell the first is the aldehyde C14, which is peach, that kind of peach that is like firm but ripe, and it's not like mushy. So and when you cut into it, as soon as you cut the skin, like if you are very close to the peach when you're cutting it, that this is the zest and sparkle that will come out. It will come out of it. So first I get what am I looking at here? Okay, the first thing that I'm getting is that peach aldehyde, and then powder bomb. So that's probably the heliotrope and orris root. And once that kind of like settles a little bit within like few minutes, it does go into like florals. I do smell like some of the florals in the middle. Now I am not 100% sure. I have never smelled champaca and on its own. I don't know what champaca would smell like. I don't even know if I've seen the flower, but it is that kind of signature jasmine, rose, violet kind of mid note in there, but there's something else is in there that most likely is probably cassia or the champaca. I have to get my nose on those. As it dries down actually on my skin, not at the beginning, I do get the spices, which is the cloves and the cinnamon and that saltiness of the ambergris and vanilla. But that is only if I am really, I'm smelling my skin from the clothes. Now, I don't know if anyone around me can smell those, but what it comes to me the most, even right now when I'm sitting, when I get close to my skin, I do get the spices. But when I sit still is that peach, very strong peach and powdery notes with a little bit of a florals. It has been 2 hours since I've had the fragrance on. I don't know if it's going to change over time throughout the day. I know this lasts very, very long. Like this can go on up to bedtime, most likely because it is pure parfum. But it's not, I don't think it's a projection beast, but we shall see. Very beautiful, gorgeous on the skin. Oh, oh, it's so good. This clove, cinnamon, ambergris. There's that still kind of powderiness with cacao. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Y'all, if you have not tried Britannia, it's one of my favorites from this from ROJA Dove line. And I'm kind of sad about finding out that it's discontinued because I'm going to start using it very sparingly. I knew there was a rumor that it's going to be discontinued. Let me just actually check. Listen, it would be on the RDHB website, right? RDHB. I will be very sad to find out if it's discontinued. I actually bought it from a discounter in Canada. And I sent a bunch of people there to get it because it was a really, really good price back then. RDHB, ROJA Dove, for what it was. And this is like one of the exceptions. I would say this is one of the fragrances that I do not have problem spending the much money that I spent on it. Because it is it is quality. It is quality and it's beautiful. It's worth every penny that I spent on this. Hold on, let me see. RDHB. Would be even coming up in here. Are they not called RDHB anymore? ROJA Dove Haute Perfumery Carrots. It doesn't show in here. Oh, it's called just ROJA Dove Perfumery? All right, let's see. Shop, which is semi-bespoke, ROJA exclusive. Again, I'm just gonna search. BRITANNIA. No, it's not there on the website. It's 2 N's, right? BRITANNIA. No, doesn't have it. They have it in America for $10.50. Where are you seeing it? Deletes. Where are you seeing it? Let me know. Is it on a retailer? Britannia. Yeah, so I see in Beverly Hills Perfumery. Do they have it in stock? Yeah, seems like they have it in stock. Now $10.50, this is USD. So what I bought it for was, I think I bought it for $8.99 Canadian plus tax. So it comes to about $9.50 Canadian plus tax. $9.50 Canadian, what would that be? $9.50 Canadian. If you wanna, I think it comes about 500. No, it's probably more than that. $9.50. 138. It comes about $6.88. $6.88 at the time. Yeah, it's Beverly. I see that, but when I got it, it was a really good price. At the time, this is funny. How did it come into that? Because I think at the time when I got it, Canadian dollar wasn't doing very well. So I sent a bunch of people there from US to buy that on that website. Now, in hindsight, I should have gotten a backup. I think at the time it was coming to about $500. Oh no, and then I also had a 10% coupon off them. So off this website, I had a 10% coupon that I used to get the Britannia. And I don't regret a minute spending money on it. But Beverly Hills Perfumery, you're right, they have it. But most likely it's just whatever they have stock. And I don't know if you're gonna see it again. So if you want to get it, try a sample. I don't know where you can get a sample of. I can send you a sample if you want. I can send you a sample, but that probably is what they have in stock, and then it's just gonna be gone. Max Frag also, Maximum Fragrances have it, I think. Is it out of stock? Oh, Max Frags, or here, Max Frags have, is it out of stock? So Max Frag has 3 ml decants and 5 ml decants. And also, no, they sold out of the bottles, but they have 3 and 5 ml decants. Holy shite. I mean, yeah, okay. It comes to that price anyways. I also do not know, this is, I guess, considered blue cap, not the purple cap. I don't know what the story is of the blue caps, because I know purple caps are kind of like they're like has some sort of personal meaning for ROJA, but I don't know what the blue caps have a meaning for him or not. Anyways, so that was that. Let me know if you have tried ROJA Britannia, if you like it, what you thought of it, and all of that. So there was that. And the other one that I want to show off today is, so on the weekend, yes, only ROJA. My only ROJA is Ocean. Oh my God. You miss a lot of good ones. ROJA has a lot of good ones, like, but a lot of good ones are in a high price range, I would say. Like the ones that I like, I'm not gonna say the good ones. So there are probably good ones that people like in the regular line, but my favorite ones are from ROJA line. What I have, let me just tell you what I have. I have Britannia, I have Goodnight Kiss, I have Ti Amo, that's my favorite chocolate fragrance. I have Turandot, which is kind of a ode to the Turandot theater. There is, hi Chris, how are you? I have Turandot, I have bunch of semi-bespokes, I think 4 and 24. I have Pierre de Villiers, and then I have Harrods Parfums, I have Ahlam. If you've ever, yes, I have tried Manhattan, and I like Manhattan as a, yeah, I'm good. How are you? How's it going? How's your Lamal wearing? Guys, if you have not subscribed to Chris's, I know my channel is smaller than his, but if you have not subscribed to Chris's channels, please do go subscribe to Chris's channel. It's very authentic, young guy reviewing fragrances, and he has put himself through torture of wearing Lamal from Jean-Paul Gaultier for about a week. I don't know why he's doing that to himself, but he's doing what he's doing. He's a cool dude. The lives are low-key. It's very much fun. No drama, nothing like that. So it's a nice place to hang out. What I'm saying, have you tried Midsummer Dream? No, I have. I think I tried Midsummer Dream at Jovoy, but I didn't end up. I don't know if I tried it again. What else I have from ROJA? I have Ahlam, and if you guys have, go look at actually the advertise of Ahlam, because Ahlam is made for, and I'm saying it with really kind of thick Arabic accent, Ahlam, made for a singer. Its name is Ahlam. I ended up getting a 30 ml bottle of that one. I think that is also discontinued. A very, like, the most gorgeous rose that I've ever had. There is, what else I have? Oh, I have RDHP 15, which is the ROJA Dove Perfumery, like a 15th anniversary, Haute Parfumerie 15th anniversary. No one knows why I'm doing this. Thank you, Mitra. We will clap. And yes, we shall do that. I want you to explore. So I like he's kind of this younger generation. Chris is one of this younger generation that is not interested in all the kind of very mainstreamy crap stuff that you see, and I want him to try the old things. You are on hold. Why are you on hold? Do you have Diaghilev? No, I don't have Diaghilev, but Mohammed Saw, I think. Is that your last name? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. He ended up sending me graciously free sample of Diaghilev, which I compared to my Mitsuko, but I love Mitsuko Parfum much more than Diaghilev. Now, that's being said, on the weekend, I saw Diaghilev for sale in one of the discounters, and I was like, should I get it? Should I not get it? Should I get it? Should I not get it? But I did not end up getting it. On the weekend, actually, if you see this necklace, we were at the mall, and the boys decided that my oldest one, we were passing by, has a really good sense of fashion. We were passing by Swarovski store, and he saw this necklace, if you see it closer, at Swarovski store, and he decided that he wanted to buy me the Swarovski necklace with his own money, which was in his own bank, which is very, very sweet of my little one. He ended up getting this one for me. Of course, when that happens, my little one feels like his wife is being stolen, because in his mind, I belong to him. And he was throwing a hissy fit on trying to buy me something. And he said, why do you always buy things that, I don't know, why do you always like things that he gets? Something like that. Anyway, so we ended up walking, and I was like, oh, how about you buy me a perfume? Like, I don't know what else to do with you. We ended up walking to the store beside it, which was L'Occitane store. I like a lot of things, so I was planning, like, maybe have him get me like a shower gel or something like that from them. And oh, I think the samples Anuj is his name is Anuj. Send me gets here today. So I have also sent Chris to Anuj, and then Anuj is very kindly is gonna send him some samples. So we walked into L'Occitane, and he tried a bunch of stuff that they were there, and he's very picky. He didn't like anything that was there, but then we walked to the counter, and he saw this one. This is for people who think that I am really what do they call me, snob, perfume snob or something like that. Here it is. I'm not a perfume snob. I love these. So he picked up this one. This is Terre de Lumiere from L'Occitane. It used to come in a different bottle shape, and I ended up years ago, I saw it at the store, and I got a 10 ml for myself, and then I think they discontinued it for a while. I don't think I saw it in the stores for a while, and then he picked this up, he sprayed it, and it's like, I want this. It's so good. So he ended up buying this for me, which I really appreciate. I did not tell him that probably we could have gotten some money off of it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, that's not the point. So we ended up getting Terre de Lumiere from L'Occitane, and I love this fragrance. I love this fragrance. Let me see if I can find Fragrantica. If you have not tried it from L'Occitane, they sometimes put on these beautiful fragrances, and it's you know, and then it's gone. So you're gonna really get it when it's on there. So the notes on this one are amberette, pink pepper, bergamot, honey, lavender, tonka bean, bitter almond, acacia, and musk. It's so fresh and uplifting. It's so good. Oh, I love this one. And nothing is too much in this one. Amberette is not too much. The honey is not killing it. The lavender is very balanced. And the tonka bean and bitter almond, it comes in the dry down, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm so happy to have this one in my collection again, which I had a little sample, but I have this one. It's really happy fragrance, and in summer months, like especially when it's dead of heat, like it will smell really good. There is something in this one. You think it smells like Paris Venice? Oh, let me see, what are the Paris Venice notes on this? Chanel, Paris Venice, Chanel. L'Occitane has some like old ones, like I think Eau de Pear is one of the ones that I love. L'Eau de Pear from L'Occitane, and I love Ambre from L'Occitane. They have some really, really good ones for a brand that is like, you know, it's not a niche brand by any mean. Paris Venice. Let's see what it says about Paris Venice. Paris Venice. Lemon, bergamot, orange, petit grain, pink pepper, iris, neroli, rose, ylang ylang, geranium, white musk, tonka bean, vanilla, violet, orris, and benzoin. I gotta try Paris Venice again. So that is from the Les Eaux collection of the Paris, the Chanel's, but they don't really last long. Getting a fragrance gifted by your kid makes the expression. Yeah, I know, and he will make sure that I use it. People compare it to Mont Guerlain, it seems like. Yeah, let me see. Terre de Lumiere. Really, Mont Guerlain? Like the lavender is much more present in Mont Guerlain, and Mont Guerlain is much more sweeter than this one in all formats, like whether it's going to be intense or whatever. This is much more unisex than the Mont Guerlain would be. Mont Guerlain is quite, I feel like it's on the feminine line, but this is much more unisex. This perfume reminds me of Mont Guerlain, yeah. Which is the second one? Terre de Lumiere edition, L'Occitane. Okay, so that's something else. Mont Guerlain floral. It's another Terre de Lumiere. Goddess Burberry. There's not enough vanilla in this one to call it close to Goddess from Burberry. I'm actually curious about the Burberry Goddess parfum. My son bought me Nautica Voyage. Chris, you do not have a son. You are yourself at the son age. How can you have a son? Like, what are you, like 20? My son. Nautica Voyage. All right. Okay, y'all, I gotta get to work. Ugh, I just have 10 minutes to get ready to get to work. It was nice to chat with y'all. Please like the stream. Please subscribe. Turn on the notification. Please subscribe to Chris's channel. He has a really good channel, really good content. We have a lot of fun, and we shall see you later. Okay, bye-bye.